Hi, Dr. Rastogi. It's very nice to have you here. Could you tell us who you are, why you're here today?
Hi, Dr. Lu. I'm so glad to be here, and I'm so glad you invited me to attend this small retreat. I'm Anjana Rastogi. I am a board certified internist for practicing for almost 35 plus years. And last 20 years, I've been practicing functional anti-aging regenerative medicine. And I'm here today because, of course, over the course of last 20 years, I have gone through thousands of conferences and learning all the new stuff, which has been wonderful. But just try to consolidate at the end how to implement in patients with the least amount of supplements, the least amount of too much changes need to be made, which people are not able to do anymore. Over time, when I started my journey in anti-aging medicine 20 years ago, it was all very new. We were all learning the same boat, learning all the new stuff, which was not part of our conventional curriculum. And I had no answers for my patients or for my own, perimenopausal, postmenopausal, and many other autoimmune disorders and chronic illnesses. We just had a little pill and saying, that's the way life is, just live with it. So yes, over time, we did good, we tried to help people and everybody got better. But as we learn more and more, like we learn hormones, we learn immune system, we learn gut, we learn neuroendocrine toxins, but then it keeps on piling up supplements or testing or just enormous amount of information as well as the treatments that is becoming impossible for patients as well as for me. How to keep them on track is not financially feasible, is even intellectually is not possible. Currently, I may spend 2-3 hours sometime with a patient just to try to figure them out. And if I really start treating for every minor thing I see, they will have like 2 bags full of stuff they will have to do. And testing also becoming enormous. So when I saw your module, that how you have consolidated things into very few things, ultimately. So that has been my biggest attraction to come and see how can I make life simpler for my patients and for myself, so that it's becoming affordable, easier to understand for most people. So I think this is where I am, so there's a ocean of information I have in my brain. I just need to channelize it a little bit so that it's easier on both of us.
That's fantastic.
So thanks for inviting me. I think I've been excited, trying to get more streamlined, and also met so many, some already seasoned and some new ones. And that reminds me also from my own town or my colleague I know, a lot of them have no idea because they are same way part of the conventional training. And I see a lot of their patients who come to us just finding us, and of course, I cannot see everybody. So my also goal, just like your goal has been, to go ahead and take some of this information back and share with my own colleagues down there so they can help their own patients, because there are so many patients waiting to be seen, or they want more information and more treatment, which is, I feel like with this very streamlined, I would say, treatment regime and investigator regime, everybody can afford and everybody can follow. Because if I would have shared my 20 years of information and knowledge, I mean, it's like you are lost.
Yes.
In a forest of ocean of information. But
yes.
This has simplified for me so that I feel very confident that I can really go and talk to so many of my friends, my colleagues, so they can take care of their own patients. I don't need to see their patients in my clinic.
Yes, that's a powerful feeling when it's simplified.
Yeah, because I'm 63 years old, I want to be in that boat like one day, just like you are, educating people in your community.
Yes.
Rather than becoming the provider for everyone.
Yes.
Which is impossible.
It's impossible.
Yeah.
Now, Dr. Rastogi, now you're back, you're still doing functional medicine, anti-aging, hormone replacement. What does make you different from all the people are doing anti-aging medicine, functional medicine? What do you feel is different?
So for me, I would say that I see a lot of patients who have been to so many functional medicine clinics or providers from everywhere. I just feel that people have taken, like just like we were doing in conventional medicine, like we have a cardiologist, we have a gastroenterologist, we have pulmonologist, but somehow not too many people are looking at the patient as a whole or going to the bottom of their root cause. So they take their own small field and they will take care of the patient for a short while for that thing only. Hormones, they will get hormones. And for every treatment, they will get bumped up on their hormones and more hormones and more hormones, which doesn't lead them anywhere. So I see a lot of these things. So that's been a little bit, and I see the limitation there. Sure, they feel better in the beginning because at least one problem got a little bit solved, but then they don't realize there's more to it.
Yes.
So in my practice, I knew that I could never do one system alone. That was not the whole patient to me.
Right.
I have to see patient as a whole.
Yes.
So that's why I feel that we have been focusing in our practice as a patient as a whole and going to the root cause. Whatever complaint they may have, they may come to me as Dr. Rastogi, I need my hormones, or Dr. Rastogi, I have autoimmune disorder. I still tell them the root cause is same. Toxins, hormonal imbalance, and above all is the stress of day-to-day today, whether it is in stress from emotional, psychological, social, but also biggest stress is environmental stress we are dealing with today.
Yes.
We don't realize it, a lot of subconscious level, chaos in the world, and then man-made disasters, and then some, So that's really the biggest thing I find, that a lot of these people, when they get looked as a overall root cause and get into that journey.
Yeah, and simplify the protocols you're already doing fantastic for people. Yes, that's what I feel Dr. Anjana Rastogi is going to provide simple things in her area and hopefully nationally as well. So I totally support her approach, and now she knows exactly how to simplify it. Yes. So thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming.
And thank you so much for this opportunity. You've been the driving force for me, actually. I know you for so long, and I've seen what you have done, Same way, I think we have met in the same conferences so many times, but I love your approach that you have simplified and just focused on certain areas, which is the biggest area. Yes. And then you can touch on minor things and individual people. So thank you so much, Dr. Liu, for giving me this opportunity. I'm really very grateful.
Thank you for taking your time.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.